I've got some new toys because I've got something too exciting to announce. But let's get these boxes open first, shall we? Ooh. This was unexpected. This was very unexpected because this wasn't the mic I actually ordered. Shit. Issue sorted. I reached out to the seller that I got this microphone from, which, like I mentioned earlier, isn't the actual one I ordered. I ordered the Shure MV7 because that's both USB and dynamic, so I could go either way depending on what I want to do. As I'm initially starting a podcast, I didn't see any sense in investing more money than I needed to into microphones, audio interfaces, and everything else that it comes with. But because they were actually out of stock of the MV7, they gave me this one, which, trust me, I am not complaining. If you know about microphones, you know just how good this microphone is, and there are very few microphones better than it. You can get similar microphones that are a lot cheaper, but this seems to be the standard amongst podcasters, streamers, you name it. They all say get this microphone because it's the best you can get. The only downside, and this is me nitpicking at this point, is I can't plug it in directly to the laptop, which is what I was hoping to do with the MV7. So I had to go and get an audio interface and a few extra cables, which is exactly what I've done. So instead of talking about everything else, let's get everything set up, and then I'll walk you through the setup once it's complete. So for now, cue the B-roll. This will be the setup for now, which is pretty much just my standard desk setup with a microphone and an audio interface on it now. I've got the microphone sitting here on a boom arm because that way, when I want to use it, it's easy to bring forward. I can talk into the mic, see how it goes, and start recording the podcast. I do also have my Sony XM3s, which will be connected directly to the interface so I can monitor myself when I'm doing them. And that way, I don't have to worry about doing multiple takes because I can listen straight away and make sure that everything sounds okay. For the audio interface, I went with the Focusrite Scarlett Solo because it got very good reviews, it seemed to be good value for money, and it's everything I needed right out of the box, in that I can plug everything into that and then one cable goes into my laptop and I'm set. I don't need to worry about anything else. If I did want to nitpick, but it's like all audio interfaces I've seen, is that all the cables are at the front, and if it was up to me, they'd all be at the back where I never have to see them. But it is what it is. It's nitpicking first world problems. Now, I've mentioned multiple times I'm actually starting a podcast, but I've never actually said why. The main reason is, as I'm putting together these videos and coming up with ideas for them, I've realized a lot of the topics would actually be more suitable towards a podcast style medium than a video style. So my channel's not going anywhere. I'm still going to make as many videos as I can, and I want to improve the quality of them. But in some cases, it's better to just make it a podcast instead of a talking head where you're sitting there watching me for 10-15 minutes on whatever the topic is, because that way when you're out and about, going for a workout, going for a walk, sitting in traffic, whatever the case may be, or wherever you listen to podcasts, you can now listen to my podcast as well. Well, you can when it goes live, which if you want to know when it goes live, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I will be announcing it on this channel when we do go live with that podcast, and then you'll be able to know exactly where you can download it and listen to it depending on your preferences. Before I ramble on anymore, I will leave it there for now and keep trying to find a way to get this as organized as possible, since I now have more gear than ever. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching and have a good one.